The Nintendo Switch 2 will be releasing on June 5th. I'm honestly really excited for the Switch 2, and I will be picking one up on day one to play a ton of these games with my friends. But there is one thing that we can't forget. The Nintendo Switch 2 is still a portable device with a screen, which leaves it prone to damage. So of course you would want to protect the screen, right? I mean, we already do this for our phones and other portable devices as well. So why not for your Nintendo Switch 2? Because the last thing you would want is to accidentally bump into it when it's laying around, or accidentally drop it just to find out that when you pick it up, the screen's been cracked, or even worse, the screen is just flat out broken. Well, luckily, today's video is sponsored by a company that I've wholeheartedly supported since the release of the Nintendo Switch back in 2017. Amfilm have fantastic tempered glass screen protectors that will keep your Nintendo Switch 2 screen in flawless condition. And in this video, I'll show you exactly what I mean. So Amfilm sent me this. Now, inside of this case is a dummy model of the Nintendo Switch 2. I have to emphasize dummy model because I don't want anybody believing that I have an actual Nintendo Switch 2. This is just a dummy model that's been made to spec. So you can rest assured that if you do get a screen protector, it will fit your Nintendo Switch 2 perfectly fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. Honestly, really excited to see this, man, because I haven't really done this before for like a company. Okay, so here is the dummy model of the Nintendo Switch 2. Let's get it out of the case as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll go ahead and do this. And we'll move this to the side. Okay, so we have the dummy model for the Nintendo Switch 2, and you can tell that it's the Switch 2 because if you turn it to the back, we have the dummy Joy-Con 2, if you will, with the grips on the side and whatnot to be able to detach them. But again, dummy model, so it doesn't work. You can quite literally just pull it apart just like that and it'll come off. Okay, so here we have the dummy model of the Nintendo Switch 2, but of course we're here to apply a screen protector. So the first thing that we're gonna do is grab a screen protector, and then we're going to apply it on this dummy model Nintendo Switch 2. So here is one of their screen protectors right here. This particular one is the glossy version. So, you know, if you want it to be, you know, nice and vibrant, glossy, whatnot, that's what this one is. So let's go ahead and open that up and go from there. But yeah, man, I'm so excited to do this because again, this is a company that I wholeheartedly support. I've been using their screen protectors for so long now. And just the fact that they, you know, reached out to me to be able to do this, you guys have no idea how happy I genuinely was and still am. So again, we got the plastic off. Let's go ahead and open it. And one good thing about this company is they give you a great value for the money because you don't only just get one, you get, hopefully you guys can see that, you get two screen protectors. Maybe I should just take that out entirely. Put that over here and bam, you get two screen protectors. So if you mess one up for whatever reason, you have a backup, which is always going to be a good thing. Now, to apply this, the best course of action would be take the Joy-Con off, so that way you can lay the system flat. So we'll do that and move these away. And now we need to be able to make sure that the screen is in the best condition possible. So let's go ahead and open this up, which will allow us to clean the screen. And then afterwards, just to be safe, we'll use the dust remover, which is right over here, to get any remaining dust off of it. And luckily, this time around, it's much, much larger because some companies will give you just like a really small, like thin strip, but they gave you like a massive one for like the entire screen. So that's good. Okay, so it does come with a wet wipe. So we can go ahead and rip that off and get the wet wipe out. So that's right here. And let's just wipe the screen down as best as we can. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So getting the screen free of any fingerprints, smudge marks, anything of the sort. Just go ahead and wipe it all down. Okay, so once you wipe it down fairly well, you want to make sure that you get the cloth and then wipe that down again. So that way it's perfectly clean. Again, there might be some dust or anything of the sort that might be remaining. That's totally fine, completely normal. Okay, so there is that. So now we have this, which is the dust removal cover. So we'll be laying this on the entire screen, and then once we feel like enough time has passed or whatever, we'll take it off, and that should remove any remaining dust. Once we do that, then the best course of action will be put this on as fast as possible. And also, there's no way to put this on improperly because it lets you know where the top is, which is right over here. It'll show top. So the top is right there. And also on the back, you will also see step 1, which is right over here, where you remove that. So that way you can apply the screen protector and then go from there. So once we get to that point, we'll handle that. So anyway, back to the dust removal cover. So here we go. And then we will put this right on the screen, cover as much of it as we can. Hopefully get that on as properly as we can too. There we go. Okay, so again, that covered the entire screen. Okay. And now that it's covered the screen, should be getting all the dust that's left on there off. Personally, what I would do at this point is I would get this step 1 sticker off. So that way, once we get this off, then we can just quickly put this on. So that way there's a lower chance of like dust coming after it. So, but actually, you know what? Just to follow the instructions properly, we'll just do it like this. So let's go ahead and take it off. That should get the dust off. And now quickly take this off and put it on. It should line up perfectly with the Switch 2. So again, there we go. That's perfectly in place. And then all you gotta do is swipe right down the middle. And that should get all of the adhesive from the screen protector all over the Switch 2. You can hopefully be able to see like the air bubbles starting to like slide out to the edges and whatnot, which is good. If you want, you know, just slide wherever you may see some bubbles and whatnot. And then when you're done, you just lift it up. Bam. And that's that. Perfectly applied. Not a single mistake made with that. There's no dust bubbles. There's no air bubbles. There's no dust or anything of the sort. Also, be careful with this because it's actually pretty like strong with this adhesive. So if you lay this down on like your desk or anything of the sort, it's probably gonna get stuck like fairly well. So just be careful of that. But as you can see, the screen protector has been installed. If you got your fingers on there or whatnot, just go ahead and wipe it down with the cloth to get those smudges off. And bam, perfectly applied, not a single issue. That was, in all honesty, one of the quickest applications for a screen protector that I've ever done for any devices that I've ever owned. And again, like I said, I support this brand wholeheartedly. Put that on with the dummy Joy-Con 2, and bam, like this is beautiful, nice and glossy, and perfectly applied. Not a single air bubble, no dust or anything of the sort. So I just want to show you guys that, again, even though these guys are sponsoring this video, this is from a company that I truly do support. I mean this from the bottom of my heart because I was actually looking for their screen protectors right when the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct ended back on April 2nd. So just to show you guys that, again, I truly support this company, here is the first example that I have. This is my Lenovo Legion Go, and I do currently have one of their screen protectors installed on here as well. Hopefully I can be able to show you guys. You guys can potentially see like the edges so you know a screen protector is installed. This is an Amfilm screen protector that I installed immediately once I got this device. Not only that, there is one other device I want to show you guys as soon as I can find it. And it's right over here. This is my Nintendo Switch OLED. So let me actually get this out the way because it is a larger device, but moving this device up here, this is my Switch OLED. There's a bit of dust on top because, well, I've had it for a while, but there is a screen protector installed on here. And again, this is also from Amfilm. And not to mention, it's not just with the Lenovo Legion Go or even the Nintendo Switch OLED. Like, I literally have so many boxes of their screen protectors. This one was for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. This one was for the ROG Ally. And then this one right here was for the Lenovo Legion Go. I even have one on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So again, this is a company that I truly do rock with, and I hope that you guys will support as well. Not to mention that, again, if glossy isn't really your thing, they also have a matte version as well. So again, you can either pick between matte or glossy, and it will protect your Nintendo Switch 2 screen just perfectly, in my opinion. Again, this is a company that I support wholeheartedly. I use their screen protectors all the time. I've recommended their brand to a ton of my friends and family as well, and they all love the product too. So hopefully you guys will check out their products, especially their Nintendo Switch 2 screen protectors. So again, if you are interested, I will have links in the description below for their screen protectors. But also, there's one other thing that I forgot to mention that I think is also equally important. Remember the case from earlier? This one right here? This is also for sale. So if you guys are interested in getting a case for your Nintendo Switch 2, then you might also want to pick this up as well. It seems rugged, and not only that, it has these straps that will keep your Nintendo Switch 2 in place, and there's slots for your game cards and for extra, like maybe cords or other accessories as well with this pouch right here. So again, if you want to make sure that your Switch 2 is protected, also make sure to get this case as well. Again, I'll have affiliate links to all of these in the description below. And again, I just want to say thank you so much to Amfilm for sponsoring this video. Again, you guys are amazing. I love your products. And hopefully with this video, everybody else who watches it will be able to love them too. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.